welcome back, guys, to Kick Like a Girl, episode 23. I have two lovely ladies with me this afternoon, Meleri Mullan and Chrissy Panagaris.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome. Got them here. It's the hottest day ever today. So that's
If we look a bit sweaty, that's why.
yeah, a bit glossy off the head. We'll start with you, Mel. So tell us a bit about you growing up. You've got a sister, Rhiannon.
Yep.
She's played at Westies.
Yes, she
A lot
did.
of people didn't know that. They're like, does Mel have a sister? I was like, yep, she played at Westies. So shout out to Rooney. Does she
Yep.
still get that? Probably not.
I don't think so, not anymore.
But she's been in England for ages.
Yeah, I think it's coming up to like 6 or 7 years. I
Wow.
actually have lost count of how long she's been there, but yeah. So yeah, I started playing when I was quite young.
At school.
School, yep, and then
Was it Torrensville Primary? Yeah.
the research.
Because, because Marie
Oh
Heinrich was on here and she used to teach you.
yes,
Which
she
is
was.
cute.
Yeah, my year 3 teacher, I think.
Yeah.
Why did everyone teach you? like every coach or anything we have, you were my teacher.
Yeah, and then
Kind
Henley
of.
High as
That's
well,
true,
the
yeah.
like, soccer school. Was it
Yeah.
always a soccer school?
Yeah, and then I had Alice Gorman as
Yeah.
my teacher.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, I started playing at school, and then Rhiannon Rooney, as people know her, she was at Fulham, and I was just a little rat bag, and I'd run around, and they were like, "Oh my God, who is this kid? Like, she is crazy." And then they actually formed a team around that, and then I joined that squad, and I don't know how old I was or whatnot. And then I moved to Jags, and the first year that it was formed, my mum was on the committee, so we moved there, stayed there for a bit, and then kind of wanted to develop in more of a serious manner, I guess, and obviously you have to go where life takes you. So I moved back to Fulham, and then I stayed in there for a few years, and then, oh God, I've been everywhere. I actually have. It's so bad. And then Rhiannon moved to Sturt, and it was funny. I was playing at Fulham, and one of the girls at Sturt said to me, because I would always go out and watch, I'd like, if Fulham lose the cup on the weekend, you have to move to Sturt. And I made a promise that I would, and we lost.
Oh
We
my
missed the
God.
penalty, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm moving.
So you moved to Sturt.
Yeah. And yeah, so I moved to Sturt, which was great for me, I guess.
Who was there then? Because a lot of really good players played at Sturt.
So many people.
I'm trying to think.
Not that I can remember. I was like 11 at the time, so I was still quite young. And I was playing reserves, so it was a bit of a, I guess I was playing with older players, which was amazing for my development at the time. And then, yeah, I kind of went into the state program and stayed there for like ever. And then I never got out.
That state program. Everyone been through it.
Yeah, Sassy or NTC, one of them.
Yeah.
I had
Skillaroos.
both.
Don't forget Skillaroos.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, there was a lot of good players at Sturt at the time. There was like Sally Trahan. I think,
Was Ness Reid ever there?
I think she
Or Ruth
was.
Wallace?
There was like Sharon Black, like
Yeah,
that's it.
The Southerners.
T was there.
Cumbie players.
Yeah, there was just a lot of good players there at the time. But yeah,
Yeah. So you started MPL at Fulham
yeah,
because they were like a powerhouse club as well. Which is sad because now they're not in
I
that
know.
I
league.
know.
Yeah,
So
I was just saying
sad.
that.
And like, I just remember playing them that year. I think they won the cup.
Yeah,
I reckon they won.
Yeah.
they beat Adelaide City, and it
That's
was
crazy.
There was heaps of. Was it that game? Or am I thinking of a West Adelaide City game where the Westies won were big underdogs, and there was like red cards and everything. But I think there was cards also because George Macri will tell you about it. I think Vella took her shorts off or something in that game. She said, "If I score, I'll take my shorts." She had skins on.
that is so funny.
Yeah, but she scored and
Oh
she
my
was like, just did
God.
it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so that was, big memory for them, I guess. So you would have been like 14 or something.
Oh, I don't know. My memory is so blurred. But when I moved to Sturt, I think I was like I was 11, 12, and then I moved into state. But when I was at Fulham, it was kind of like between the ages of no, I don't know.
Somewhere.
I actually have no idea.
So who were you playing with at Fulham?
Oh, there was a lot of like, everyone was kind of there at the time. Like Macri was there, there was Izzy was there, I think Dylan was there,
Yeah.
MJ, gosh, like
Heaps. Yeah.
Neats.
That era.
There was, it was a really good era. That was more like Rhiannon was in that team and stuff, and I'd kind of just go out and be a little menace and run around and just cause chaos. But
That
yeah.
little sister.
Yeah, literally.
You may as well play.
But a lot of the girls that I played with at Fulham like don't really play anymore, which is sad. But yeah, I guess everyone goes on their own little journey. But yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of comments on Facebook about the Fulham relegation, like all past players like Stella Rigon and them kind of people.
It's sad.
Yeah,
it's very sad.
Obviously not enough investment
Yeah.
from the men's side. And are they State League 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
two?
Yeah.
I don't know. I lose
State
track.
League 1, I reckon.
Yeah, right. But no, very sad to see, because as
Yeah.
long as
Very
I've
sad.
been playing, they've been, pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
struggling for the last few years, so it's probably
Yeah.
bound to happen, but at the same time with the club with that much.
And I feel like there
history.
were a lot like yourself who played there as a junior. Like I feel like
Yeah.
it wasn't just a club that was like, oh, I don't know anyone that played there. Like
Mm.
there was a lot of juniors there. So,
Yeah.
That came up through there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah, so NTC, you're right. Who's trying to ring you? NTC, same coach the whole time? Okay.
So I came in to the state team. I had my first coach was Chris Goddard. Yeah, so had a year in 13s, and then I had Sharon Black as my next coach.
All right.
Yeah, and then I had Jono,
Ah,
and then
I had Dono.
that was 14-15s, and then I had another year of 14-15s, but Ross Aloisi at the time he was the NTC coach, and he was like, no, you're gonna come up. And I was like, okay, let's go. So yeah, then I went into NTC with Ross, but he had obviously duties with the Matildas at the time, so we had Paul Pezos kind of take over, and then yeah, had Michael for the rest of my NTC days. So for 3 years I had him. The year I was meant to leave, he kind of asked me to stay on, and yeah, I loved it. So I was like, all right, let's go another year.
Yeah, because you're one of the older ones. They
Yeah.
allowed like 2 to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was
It's interesting
long
when
time there.
I see people stay. I'm like if you like weigh it up, it's like, I guess if you don't have like an obvious club to go to,
Yeah.
like you're comfortable. But
Yeah.
it's interesting to see who quickly jumps when they can and who stays.
Who stays? Yeah.
I think what pushed me over the line, I think that year they were like, oh, we're going to go to Japan. And I was like, oh, count me in. I'm like, I will be there.
Say no more. Oh, that's a dream.
It was amazing.
I
But
feel like I've heard about this Japan trip like 100 times.
Yes.
And I think that's where the warm up started.
yeah.
Is that where like the clapping started?
The
Like the original, like
huddle started in Japan.
Yeah, the huddle.
Because
Oh, that jump in.
yeah,
we watched
NTC.
we watched
No.
one of the teams when we were away do it, and we're like, should we just take that back to Adelaide? Like, and then
They still do that.
now
though.
they still do it, and no one in that team went on that Japan trip, so it's
Yeah.
funny. But
Yeah, because McKay's been there. Did he start the year after you left? Because
So-
he's been there for, what,
Yeah.
6 years at least?
yeah, he was assistant coach to Michael when I was there. I think for potentially all 3 years actually, and then the next following year he became head coach, and Michael went on to do his own thing as well in the men's game. So yeah.
Yeah, right. 2018 signed for United for the first time. Do you remember how that came about and how you found out and all that jazz?
Yeah, so I'd been training with them for a few seasons. Like prior, I was always just like a train on, I guess.
I just thought about our train on season.
Season.
Yeah, so I just trained on for a few years, and then oh gosh, I was in year 12 at the time, and Ivan was like, come out and just, train with us. And I continued to train and train and train. And they started to give me my kit, and they were like, oh, here's your trackies and your bag. And I was like, all right, this is weird. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And then Ivan called me, and he was like, hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm going to sign you. I was like, cool, like, good chat. Which was amazing for me. Obviously, it was a really exciting time. And I think, like, Ivan was someone who did really believe in me, and he saw a lot of potential, and he said that to me. And yeah, so I went out and signed and played one game and got injured. So
Not your knee.
Was it my knee? Gosh, I can't even remember. Yeah, it was my knee.
That was my next. It was.
Yeah.
Wait, at Aleague,
Yeah.
at a game or during?
It was, yeah, so I debuted against Victory, and then I came home that week and we were just training, and I jumped and I felt a weird thing in my knee, and I was like, no, there's something wrong. And at the time it was such a short season. It was only, I think, 10 games. And I said, I've done something to my knee and I'm not sure what it is. And I got an MRI, and they just said, you've partially tore your ACL. And I was like, perfect. And I obviously missed that season, which was a shame for me, but yeah, got back after it. I did rehab, and I got my first training back. Someone crossed the ball in and it hit my foot and tore my MCL.
Oh, Jesus. You would not read about it. So you've done your knee twice?
So I have partially torn my ACL, and then I rehabbed really well for it. And then in 2019, after I did have a few issues with it in the United season, I got back to playing just club football, and I tore my ACL. So then I spent a year on the sidelines with that, came back, and then I've had a few issues with my meniscus, but yeah, so far so good now. But fortunately, I've had a few injuries that have put my career to the side a bit, but that's just the life of being a professional athlete, I guess.
I've got here 2019 signed at uni.
Yeah.
And then May that year you did your knee.
Yeah.
Don't know where. Probably off your Instagram. I'm such a stalker. 2020 went to Salisbury Inter and then Bankstown with Izzy. Did you and Izzy just thought, let's just take off to
I've heard
Sydney
many stories.
NPL? But did COVID ruin that?
COVID ruined that for us. So
how did that come about though?
Oh, yes.
Sydney
was just a bit of a random spontaneous thing, but yeah, I went to Salisbury. We had a really great year. I was after my knee. Obviously, I missed that season of United, and I came back, did well NPL with Salisbury, got back into United, and one of the things that kind of Stents brought up was I think to test yourselves, maybe you should look at playing somewhere else. And me and Izzy were like, let's do it. Why don't we just go and see what else we can achieve somewhere else? And we spoke to the coach. They got us over, and then we were there really enjoying ourselves, and then COVID hit and the place went into lockdown. And we were so lucky. I was coming home for, I think, my birthday or something. I was coming home for something, and Izzy was like, well, I'm not staying in Sydney by myself. And I was like, all right, well, let's go back. And things were happening and training was getting cancelled. I was like, oh, this is so weird. I think I'm going to stay in Adelaide. I don't want to go back just yet. And Izzy's like, well, I'm not going back. And then a few hours later, I called my coach. I was like, is everything okay? And he was like, I think the place is going to go into lockdown. And we didn't go back to Sydney. We got all of our stuff transported back to us. Someone went and packed up our little place, and a few of the girls got stuck there for 8 weeks, and we were just so lucky to get out.
They weren't even allowed to walk outside their house.
Oh my God.
I think Matilda McNamara got stuck there, and the SA government wouldn't let her back in. And we were like,
It's
oh my
so wild,
God.
isn't it? Thinking
Yeah.
back now. And it's like, was that necessary?
Like I remember sitting there at night time and they're like breaking news announcement of the new like laws. And we'd all be sitting in the room just watching.
Oh,
And then it was like
what is
salons, gyms,
yeah.
like everything, clothes.
Non-essential.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
But
crazy.
Melbourne got the worst of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they copped
That was
it
6
bad.
months.
Yeah.
And they had like police like watching people go
Monitoring.
out because
Yeah.
they had like a certain radius of where,
how far they could go.
Yeah.
Yeah. How could you police that anyway?
I don't understand.
Check everyone's
I feel like we
ID.
sort of had it good here.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
we had
sure.
it so good.
We had like a half 6 day one, that pizza bloke.
Yeah.
I know.
That was real pizza. Are they like surely done?
done.
Yeah.
Does anyone know? Anyone go,
Oh,
I don't actually know. Something happened with that. Wasn't it like,
oh, it was that he lied or
Yeah, he
something because
lied,
he thought
that's
he was
it.
going to get in trouble.
yeah.
And then that's why we got out of lockdown.
so weird.
my
What a
God.
weird time.
When I was in Melbourne, people were like COVID would just come up. And they're like, oh, how long were you in lockdown? Because ours was 6 months. And I was like, not quite that long.
I know.
6 days.
I always
Yeah.
used to say it to Rhiannon as well. I'm like, man, we're going into lockdown for 7 days. She was like, shut up.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
even speak to me about lockdown. And she
Oh
would
my
get
God.
so
was that
angry.
months as well?
Ages.
Yeah,
Theirs
that
was
would be.
so bad. Like,
Goodness.
it was crazy.
What a time.
But she said it was great.
Literally.
Didn't have to go to work. Oh.
2020, 21, signed for Inter and United again. And then 20, won the treble. Let's not talk about that. No, I think that was the first. City had done it previously, but not
Is
for
this
a
the
little
year
bit.
you guys got the tattoos?
No,
No.
This is when.
the Inter at Mount Barker one.
Yeah.
So Cote, Condon,
Yeah.
Stack Squad.
Yeah, it was a good squad.
Westies went ahead twice.
Yeah.
Thought it was my year. Was not my year. Another sad trip home.
Oh.
And then you, obviously won that and then moved to West. So how come you come to West?
Oh. I think just the change in scenery after I got back from Bankstown, it was kind of like, went back to Salisbury. The treble obviously year. I had a few injuries.
How was Simon as a coach?
Yeah, he was good. I had him NTC days as well, so was very familiar with him. I think he's such a great person and a great coach. So I was pretty fortunate enough to just join back into the squad and stuff. But unfortunately, I had a few injuries that season as well with my quad. So I was like, I just need a fresh start somewhere. But yeah, Salisbury were great to me. Credit to them, they do a great job with the women's program. But for me, I was like, no, I just need a fresh start. And spoke to my sister quite a bit about it, and she was like, she loved West, and I was very familiar with Tracy. So she was at Salisbury when I was there, and she spoke to me. She's like, why don't you just come over? And I'm like, all right, see you later.
No bets involved. Just come over. Okay.
Secretly, you're following your sister's footsteps.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I just want to be
I want
my
to follow
sister.
my sister's footsteps.
Yeah.
Rhiannon was a little gun. I used
Yeah,
to love
she-
playing with her. I
she
think it was
was
only
good.
1 or 2 years. And then, that was early on though.
Yeah, she
over,
was a good player.
2016, I reckon. And obviously at United at the moment. So how's the 4th season going so far? Obviously, Panna, you can chime in when you want. We'll talk to you about that as well. But
Yeah, it's been good. I think so far we're having a good season. Obviously the group is amazing. We just all get along really well. I think we had a great pre-season as well, and then leading into the season we all just get along really well, and it kind of shows the chemistry on the field. But yeah, we put in a lot of hard work. I missed a bit of pre-season because broke my hand, but we don't talk about that. But
not
yeah,
till later, no.
but it's been really good. What do you think?
Yeah, it's been honestly great. I feel like everyone has just gone along so well. You wouldn't even think you've known these girls for 2 months, and it feels like you've known them forever. It's been great. And And I think the best thing about it is I think we've got such a good bond. Like we've caught up outside of soccer. We've had events, which brings us all a lot closer. And it's the whole team as well. Like it's just great. We all get along. We all have a good laugh as well. I think Lucia is probably the one that's up there.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
But no, it's been really good.
Are you guys sick of the trials against Westies yet?
Okay,
On a Saturday afternoon,
we
8
felt
o'clock, be
sorry
there.
for you guys. Like, that was
I
your
know you
first week of pre-season.
Got thrown into the deep end. Yeah.
Oh, well, for like, because like All Stars, obviously. So people involved in that. And then we had the Westies, like, Kilburn game, which was cool. And then...
Like, they weren't too bad because you guys were still, like, sort of just out of season sort of thing. This one, I felt bad. That was like the first week.
I know. I was
and then there was, like, another time, like,
my God, who's calling?
Vic and me just like, what is it, like, filling some gaps when you guys need it. And I'm just like, oh, my God. I'm like, Costa, please tell me.
Yeah.
That's
No, it helps us a lot though. So it's nice that you. Yeah. Obviously, it's such a good squad. Like,
yeah.
If we need anyone to play against, obviously it's going to be you guys.
Yeah. Take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, Chrissy. Let's talk about you for a little bit, and we'll come back to questions for both of you.
Lovely.
What do you get up to? Most people know you work at Mazda.
If no one knows, I work at Mazda.
Mazda Mawson Lake. Shout out.
Lakes, yes.
I
Not
love
in
it there.
sales.
I mean, I hate paying for car services.
Yeah, everyone
but
does.
you look after me, and the whole, like, the service there is actually so good. My brother, I don't know if you've seen him or met him before, Matt Tilley.
Yes, I reckon he's been dealing with Renee, which Renee is one of, like, our best, advisors.
Oh, really?
There. So she's in my team, and she I think has been dealing with him, and she's awesome.
Yeah,
so
right.
He was in very good hands.
Yeah, he was like, because I don't think it's pretty like recent. He didn't always go there, and he was just like, you go to Mawson Lakes Mazda. I was like, yeah, like Chrissy be there. I don't know if you'd obviously if you don't know him.
I think I've always missed him.
Yeah. He's like, I've never seen her. What she look like? I'm like, she's got glasses, like tall.
You know what's funny though? There's probably like 5 girls with like brunette tall glasses.
Yeah, I'm like, dark hair. Yeah, but no, he's like, it's so good. He's like still raves about it. Like, honestly,
that's good.
Yeah,
no, I'll pass that on.
Yeah,
because it was Renee that was looking after the whole time.
Yeah, he loved it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll let her know.
Yeah. So you worked there. How's that been? Obviously, they're probably used to you now with the soccer commitments. Being a bit
so
flexible.
When was it? 2019. So I reckon, no, not 2019, sorry. It was 2018. So it was just the year after I graduated school. I was working at Target, and
I remember that, the plaza.
Yep, working at TTP Target, and it was like the era of when like self-serve came out.
Yeah.
I was working like 3 hours like every 3 days. Like I hated it. It was I couldn't cope, and I'm like, how am I going to work a full-time job? Lucky enough, one of my friends is friends with the general manager there, and he's a bit of a soccer fanatic himself, and they were looking for a position as a service advisor, and she warned him like I had originally bought my car from there, my little Hyundai i30, and I was coming in for car washes because I'm a bit of a neat freak, and they'd always talk to me about soccer, like, how's soccer going, blah blah blah. Anyways, behind the scenes, like, he was talking to one of my friends, and she did warn him, like, if you're gonna hire her, like, she has a big soccer background, so just be aware. And he's like, nah, that's fine, like, we'll accommodate for her. And 6 years later, and I'm still there, and they have been so accommodating. They've provided me with a drive car, like, anytime I've needed it. So I was saying to Meleri in the car, I was like, I don't even know what it feels like to pay for a car, and I don't want to know.
That's the dream.
So I was like, stuff like that has been a massive help, and letting me leave early, come in late, go part-time, back to full-time, back to part-time, and hey, are you join in? Stuff like that. And I don't think many businesses will be that accommodating as they are, and I couldn't thank them enough.
And sponsorships too.
Sponsorship, so they sponsored Comets for a bit, and same with Metro, which has been really good. They've been great.
Nice. So oh, hey,
so cute.
She's so cute. Our cats joined, for those that aren't watching. They're probably like, what's going on? What was that bell noise? Junior years, were you at City?
Started off at City, yeah.
with Elena and Georgie? Is
I
that
don't
when it
think
started?
I don't think I actually played with them at City.
Oh,
I
that's
think
Ali Lattice maybe.
it'll be Ali that played with
Yeah,
them. Yeah,
okay.
I can't even remember who
Did you play at
was in-
school or high school?
together like with them.
No, like with just soccer.
Yeah,
When did you start?
yeah. I was at Aleague High, and then at primary school, it was like one girl with like 50 guys, and I was the only girl on the team like playing soccer. There's actually a photo. I reckon I've got it on my phone, and I think we won like the school soccer comp. Like, I don't know, every year, and it was just me holding the trophy and all these guys around me. It's so funny.
Carrying
and
the
then
team probably.
high school, yeah, did lots of soccer there.
Yeah.
I think I reckon I versed Elena a couple times as well, because she went to Nazareth, so we played a couple of knockouts.
right.
Yeah, played Henley.
Good
I don't remember if I remember playing Gleason, and that was like Romy, Grace. I remember playing them at indoor soccer competitions at school. Yeah.
Right.
They were really good. They were always winning like the indoor soccer comps.
Yeah. Remember. Well, they're like a full soccer school as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll probably bite you.
Oh,
Just
really?
warning. If, yeah.
Oh.
She
Oh, no, I'm scared.
Yeah, she's
she
looking at you.
sits there but like on her accord.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
but-
lining up.
I'll keep my distance.
I should let it happen and then clip it.
Oh, my God, that would have been so funny.
Oh my god, she's like lining up. Oh, no. She's sitting down.
I'm scared.
Lot of your time at Metro from 2019, 6 years. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Won some trophies,
Six, yeah.
played with some wicked players, wicked
Yeah.
people. They definitely had, I feel like each club has sort of had their time at the top. Like we spoke about Fulham, and then, you know, Metro, City had like quite a few years now. I feel like Westies are sort of up there. So, yeah, how was that? You had a few different coaches
We did,
through
yeah.
that time.
But it was great. It was awesome. I literally got to play like with Laura and Christy, and I think Chrissy, I think coming up as a younger kid, I didn't know who Christy was until like when she came to the club, and everyone's gone like, Christy's coming, she's playing for us. I'm like, I don't even know how old I was. I definitely was a lot younger because I did not know who she was. And when I saw that woman play, I was like, I aspire to be like her.
Icon.
Like,
Yeah.
we were doing runs, and she's already at the end of the line, and we're still like running. Like, she is honestly,
Like 10 years older than everyone
yeah,
as well.
yes.
Yeah.
But she was great. Like her, even leadership as well. Like leadership, her work ethic, like everything was just everything I'd aspire to be. Like she was awesome to play with, as well as like Ness, Donna, Laura. Who else was there? Shelley, like the whole team there was,
Scousy,
and they were so
Ebony.
iconic. Like, and back then, like everyone knew that was like the starting 11. Then you got like LA City starting 11, Westies, and so forth. Like it was always just so iconic, and it was so good to actually get an opportunity to play with them as well.
Yeah, Ness and Stella as well.
Yes, when
Yeah.
Stella came on board. When was
Towards
that?
the end.
Yeah, towards the end.
Was
And-
that when were you there when they won the 2020 Miracle
Yeah.
Grand Final
The
from 4?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think I was injured that season,
Yeah.
but I reckon I came back. I literally like completed my whole rehab and everything on grand final week.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was exciting to be a part of it. Yeah, I remember that year. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
It just shows though, like you make the top 4. Must have been top 4 back then.
It
Because there
was
only
top 4,
eight
yes.
teams. And like you're getting, cause obviously if you lose, you're out. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, what's there to lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have that. We've got another chance mentality.
No, it
So
was like,
it's
this is it.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like that's why sometimes it's like you don't take it for granted. And I think being in that 4th position was like, we have nothing to lose. Like give it your all. Because if you don't, we're done. Like that's literally
Yeah.
it. And
then getting like no weeks off,
no,
which I think cooks people
it does.
from
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
You play like 2 games in a month and you're playing the same person as well, like the same clubs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, gets a bit old.
I know.
I'm hoping they'll try and, if anyone from the Federation's listening, hoping they can
change it.
try and do like legs home and away,
Yeah.
something like the men maybe,
Yeah.
just to avoid that.
Mm.
Because you would have had that at Inter, because you just finished top.
Yeah.
I mean, you still won. 2022 it didn't matter. 'Cause
Yeah.
you get to a point, if you're like that far ahead, you're just going to keep winning.
Yeah.
But this year,
Oh my God.
18 in a row, losing that day.
Don't.
Condon saw me the other day and she was like laughing. How did we win? I'm like, I know. I don't know. Like,
It's so
but I was
crazy
like,
to think
right?
like a few weeks before we beat them like 5-0
I know.
as well.
Yeah.
Like, credit to them. They did.
I feel
They
like the
just
last
kept
2
the job.
Kept
seasons
us
have been
out.
like that. Like it's been
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, they'll take it out, and then you play a team and they lose, and you're like,
Yeah.
You're like, what?
what? Like,
Even like Bacali, who would have picked them to make,
I know,
Yeah.
you know,
crazy.
to make the prelim.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hoping they kind of, I don't know, maybe change things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might eventually get a bigger league and then
I know. I feel like they do.
Top
So I feel like it
6.
did go through a phase where it's like, all right, we versus the same teams over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it always with fixtures a lot of the time. Might just be by chance, but you
Yeah.
often play them last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we played Inter towards the end,
Mm.
knowing that we'd have them again.
Have me.
I know.
Yeah.
But then you go through stages where you won't play them for a while.
Yeah.
But, moved to Comets in 22.
Mhm.
Been there since.
Yep.
How's
Yeah.
that going?
It's been great.
Did
It's
your dad? Your dad was coach there the
Yeah.
first time.
Good old JP. Yeah.
Good on
he
him.
was. I think the year before that, I reckon I took a season off, just personal leave, and I reckon it got to the point where it was either I just quit soccer completely, or I just bite the bullet and just make a change and just started a new club. And yes, if no one knows my dad, Sean. Yep. Shout out JP. He told me, he sat me down, he goes, Chrissy, he goes, I know you don't like me being in a head coach role and being in the league, but I've been offered the head coach for Comets, and I'm like, you can imagine what I'd be like. Are you serious? It wasn't exactly like that. There was a couple of swear words,
Yeah.
but
That's so funny.
and then spoke to my mum, my sisters, spoke to Adriana. What do I do? I was like, you know what, stuff it. I'm going to do it. I was like, Elena and Georgie there, like, this would be our first time actually playing together properly that I'll be able to, like, cherish forever. So I did it, and, yeah, I can't even remember. Did we win the league?
Yeah, last
Um,
year, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, we
22.
2023
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
2022, was a great year for Comets because that was the first time the women's team actually made history of making the finals. And especially for my dad as well. He was so happy and, like, couldn't be, I'm not going to start there. But so I think that was a very memorable year.
Oh, we're friends.
And, it continued on to 2023. I think, we ended up changing coaches. I think Mr. Johnny Boy took a step back because he wanted to set up just the female program in his direction. Everyone knows what he's like with the female program, just wants us to succeed. And then we got a new coach. We won the league that year, which was quite exciting. It was, I feel like it had been a while since I've won the league with a team.
You won the cup as well, didn't you?
Yeah, the double.
Yeah.
We won the double. There you go. Yeah, so won the cup as well. And then, 2023. Oh my God, I have the worst memory.
No, the double was 23.
2023.
Like,
Yeah.
Double was 2023.
22,
Yeah.
you made the finals, and then
That's it. Yeah.
yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
So, but it's been great. Comments are honestly awesome. And exciting enough, we're playing our home games there next season, which will be good.
Yeah,
So
I was wondering about
Get
that.
to finally play at Kilburn, to finally play at
Yeah.
Ellis Park now. So it'll be exciting. We'll miss Jeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you later.
Is the fence up?
The fence is up,
Yeah,
so it's looking really
sweet.
good. So it'll be exciting.
I'm hoping for like Friday night games.
I know.
Because we have like Ellis Park, got Kilburn now,
Yeah.
TK, Adelaide City
Kilburn is
Park.
actually like awesome.
Depths.
Like
Oh,
that is
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not gonna
Kilburn's
lie, I think the best years was at the parks.
Yeah.
Like when everyone was there on a
Good.
That's
Friday
because
night.
that era of
Yeah.
players
Yes.
was unreal.
Like
So they
Friday
were
night
just
was
there.
like booked out. It was
Yeah.
like everyone's there. You
4
see every Tom,
games.
Dick, and Harry. Like
Literally.
you'd stay there till late in your little groups. Like it was
So
so
good.
good.
Yeah, I agree. I miss that. That's
Yeah.
Olympic now. Right?
Olympic,
So
yeah.
we didn't go there, obviously.
But I feel like we had such a good turnout there with like the
Yeah.
crowd. Like everyone would be
Yeah.
there watching. Like
especially finals.
yeah, final.
Yeah, finals
You get
was
like
good.
the first leg and then the second. But yeah, I'm thinking Inter can't really play there at night. I don't think their lights would be Good enough and Underdown or whatever it's called. Burks have Jack Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Comets have Ellis Park now. We
Yeah, I
have
feel like
Kilburn.
everywhere.
It'll really just be NTC at
So NTC
Jerks.
and Inter,
yeah.
oh, uni as well.
Yeah.
They could be at service though.
Yeah.
And you just play Fridays
Yeah.
and do a 6 and an 8.
Yeah.
I hope there's not many 8:30s.
Oh my God, 8:30
Oh.
West Beach on a Friday night, middle of winter.
Or like a late Saturday. We
No,
had like
that
an
is the
8.
worst.
I swear we had one this year, and I was like, and then the Sunday Cup finals, the Sunday Grand finals.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't
if-
know.
No.
Yeah, I
Can
don't know.
someone figure out whose idea this
Yeah.
Federation, please.
Put it on a Saturday.
was? Yes. I don't even think there was anything the day before.
I don't think we've
No.
ever had a night final game, like at all.
No, but the
Or-
men's played Friday night. And
Yeah.
it was sick. There was so
I
many
know,
people
know.
it's
there.
So much better.
They could do a double.
Yeah.
win.
Make
See
it
you
a
later.
line somehow.
Yeah.
Same with like the cup final. Remember like playing at Coopers or High Marsh
Oh.
back then?
Yeah.
Everyone had the cup
And
final
it was a
from.
full day.
That was so good.
Yeah. That was so good.
Yes. Bring it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting that clubs have got home ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to get a bit of and then generating more money back into the club.
Yeah.
As well.
Big time.
So, but yeah, long time coming, but we're there. And then talk about United, because you've been a player in and around train-ons. Got your opportunity.
I did, yeah. I'm smiling because I remember when I was a train on in like 2017. Me and
With
Meleri. I think the whole season me and Meleri had shin splints.
Oh, jeez.
But I don't know, like the whole season we just had it.
And we're just like absolute menaces.
Yeah, we were just like cheeky shits, like as we would be, but yeah. So I was sort of in and around, I think 2017, but that was sort of when I was in year 12, so I don't necessarily think in that way, I don't think I took it seriously.
Yeah.
Until sort of school finished, and yeah, I think it was a bit different back then.
Yeah.
It was like a bit of a I don't know if I want to take soccer seriously sort of thing. You know,
Yeah.
everything happens. You get scared when school finishes. What am I going to do for a job? What am I going to do with soccer? Like, it was a lot of things. So, and then, last year, so it was at the 2022-23 season. I think I got a call in March. So it was like the last month of the season. I think I got a call from Frankie, who's an agent, and he just randomly called me and was like, look, United have lost a few players. I think some people moved. I think maybe Chelsea went back
To Sweden.
to Sweden.
Yeah.
Was it Zhao? I think she was there that season. She went back
She went, yeah.
China.
to China. And I think there might have been an injury as well. And they said, like,
It's Condon, wasn't it?
I reckon it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was her. Yeah. And they said, look, do you want to take this opportunity? And like, I can pass on the feedback to Stens. And I was like, I just sat there at work and I was like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, look, can I get back to you? And I think I called like everyone in my family and I was like, what do I do? Like, they're like, take it. Like, you have to take this opportunity. Like, this will set you up and you got to get your foot through the door sort of thing. Yeah. So I said, yep, pass on the details. And Stents called me and was like, yep, we're going to sign you as the injury replacement for Condon. And yeah, I think they called me on the Monday, and then by Tuesday I had my kit and everything and ready to train. And yeah, there's a huge difference. There's a gap between NPL and A-League for sure. Because I think like by the warm up I was like, so I'm not ready for this. Yeah, so I debuted. When was it? It was Service FM. Yeah, it was at Service against Perth Glory. I think I debuted then with Erin as well. I remember like us two were sitting in the change rooms and I'm like, have you played before? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I'm scared of you. She goes, yeah, I am as well. Like we both would just start freaking out. And then, yeah, names get called to get subbed on. And yeah, that was it. It was exciting.
Yeah. How good.
And then, yeah, it brings us to last season. Obviously, I got signed again. And last season I managed to score my first goal, which was exciting. It was which is really
epic.
good. I couldn't have asked for like a better
Yeah.
moment to score a goal like at Coopers, and I think it was
Got the win.
yeah, and we got the
Against
win against
Wanderers.
Western Sydney 2-1.
That was late goal.
Late goal was like 80th minute.
Yeah, 87.
87th, yeah. I try and remember it. Like, I just remember like scoring it, and it was all just a blur. It was just like,
I bet that video, how many times do you think you've watched
yeah,
that? Looks
Still
so
watch it.
special. Yeah,
I
watched
watch
it
it
the other
more
day.
so for Izzy tackling me.
Yeah.
That was
The
the best.
reactions.
But yeah, that was definitely like my number one moment. Like that
Yeah.
was surreal. Especially as well, we played before the men, so there was a bit of a crowd there, which was exciting. And it was good for us as well. Like our season obviously didn't go too well, so having like a win was great. It was really happy. So.
Yeah. Well, you definitely deserved it. I think even though you just had previously had a break, but before that, like some really good seasons at Metro, scoring like 20-ish goals. And yeah. So yeah, it's good to, and obviously you're from here, so always good to see some local gals.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. And yeah, enjoying it this year. We were just talking about that before.
Yeah, big time.
I think people wouldn't realise, because I was a train on as well. This was like 10 years ago, literally 10 years ago. And it's like so difficult. Like it's great because you're getting the experience, you're in and around the environment, but it's like you do everything they do and then they fly out and go play and then, they, got all the things that you don't and it's like, oh man. But I think a lot of girls, obviously you need it.
Yeah.
Especially once injuries come in and they need sort of a
I
bigger
know, and
squad,
you never know what's going to happen. Like, I wouldn't have never thought in a million years I'd get a random phone call in March on a Monday while I'm at work saying, hey, do you want to come play for United? I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. How good. Last thing on United, George and I were at the shops the other day and we saw Nano working.
What, TDP?
Yeah. A
little cafe?
George, George was like, is that Nano? I was like, yeah, I think it is. It's definitely her. And like, she wouldn't have seen us or anything. And just like walking past and George was like, aren't they playing today? And I think it was Canberra away, so a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, she is. I'm like, she's injured though. And then George was like, yeah, but why is she working at a cafe? Like, why does she have to work at a cafe? Like, he was so confused.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. You wouldn't see like Zach Clough or someone like working that, like, you know what I mean?
I know.
So I think that.
Just no money in it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was very interesting because I knew she was injured, but he was so confused.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
What do
are.
you mean?
Yeah. And still people question how do you balance work, soccer, study for the girls that study as well.
Yeah.
Like just everything. It sucks. It really does. Like, the men, they get to, have soccer as their full-time job. Like I would love to wake up, train, and then, not being able to go to work and being able to like soccer being my first, like my only income. But hopefully in the future it does, especially for the younger girls. It'll be huge, but yeah.
So Comets have made a few signings. Willoughby probably being the big one. She's obviously the Shirley Brown with Quigs. So it'll be interesting to see her come across from Flinders with a few, I think the keeper, Denton.
Yes, yep.
And I don't know how to say these names. Vienna, Kos, Molino, Kasuka Cox.
Oh, Erin.
Oh, yeah. Erin. Sorry.
I always call her Erin Coots-and-Toners.
It's
all right. She'll get
confused.
that.
Yeah, Erin as
Erin.
well. Yeah, that's another big signing. Obviously, Willoughby and Erin are from NTC, so good. Hey, always know they're going to be quite technical.
Yeah.
So that's, some pretty good signings. Westies have made a couple. Just been announced. Maddie Wright. I did not know how good she was.
Yeah, she's a good player.
On the ball, I'm like,
I forgot when on Saturday I was like, is that Maddie?
Yeah. I was like, welcome back.
Yeah, she's such a nice girl.
She's
she's
so
a good
lovely. Yeah. I think, obviously being like in leadership at West, I always get a bit of a say of who comes and who doesn't. So it was good to, like, Costa's like, absolutely no problems with, her.
Yeah.
How she is as a person as well, because that's like half of it. Nina Yamada from Sturt.
Good player.
She was good.
She's a weapon.
I reckon, when did I see her play?
Was it the All Stars.
Was it? Yeah, All Stars. Yeah.
Well,
She was good up top with Haruna. It was like Haruna, Yuka.
Yeah, I know.
Was that like
three
the
of them.
trio?
I know.
So
that would
good.
be dangerous in
Yeah.
one team. She was unreal in the cup game against us. So she scored, and she was honestly like carrying that team.
Yeah.
Like, yes, obviously very tidy. Japanese players always seem to be silky smooth.
Yeah.
Hayley Wellington from NTC,
Yeah.
another good pickup. Had her obviously now a bit older and can't stay in the NTC. And Emma Ryan from the NT. So she's very fast.
Yeah. She
might-
trained a little bit with us
Oh, yeah?
in the beginning.
Yes. Again,
yeah.
another one that I saw, and I was like, Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's good. She's young, so still
Yes, so
You know?
young.
got time, but yeah, she's a good player, and it's good to see, people moving from other states to come here and give it a go.
some new players.
Territory, I guess.
Do you know NT, there's only 4 teams?
Yeah.
14.
4 teams. So
What would be their like final series top
I
two?
don't know. Well, she said
crazy.
there's one on the bottom that just got smashed.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I guess probably the top 2 and then like a third. But like, I wouldn't know. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm
Nah.
not playing in that league.
Nah.
Oh god.
Like,
I'd
that
be
would
like,
be
what?
so
I'm
hard.
so bored.
Yeah. And you would know the players
Yeah.
inside out. Okay, Vera. She's bored. Bacala signed Tuvi, keeper from Sturt. It's a good pickup.
I'm learning new things every day.
Yeah. This is just all off Instagram. Reardon from NTC. Vogel Sang from uni. Coaches as well. Lewis Valalonga. Does anyone know Lewis?
Yeah.
No, you do.
Yeah.
Who's
Is
he?
that City?
City.
Yeah, when Pez was coach at NTC, he came out and did a little bit of work with him, so I met him like quite a few years ago. But
Also Inter.
yeah, he was at Inter.
Yeah. I've seen his name, but
He was at Inter for a bit.
City's 7th coach in 9 years, which is very interesting. Comets as well, new coach Joel Porter from Flames, 6th coach in 7 seasons. Uni, Uni have Duncan Sang, not sure how to say that last name. I'm not sure.
I don't know who that is.
6th coach in 8 seasons. It's interesting to see.
Yeah.
And Flinders have 3. I'm not too sure the background of them. Hayes, Evans and Bennett. I think it was a female and 2 guys. It's a bit of a trio.
Yeah, nice.
Obviously Costa at West, who'll be there another couple of years. Carl Maynard at Inter as well. Goddard at Bacala, I'm going to assume. I haven't
Yeah,
heard
heard
anything
nothing.
else. He's done really well, so I wouldn't see why not. And McCare still at NTC, I assume.
Yeah.
Campbelltown have come up.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
They are gonna be. That I feel like once they're up now,
Dark
they're
horse.
not.
Yeah.
They're not gonna stay. They're not gonna go down.
Yeah.
They've had like. I'm still finding out players that are there, and I'm like, since when?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
They're being,
Yeah.
nothing on the socials either, but I've definitely
I
heard
think that's
some.
supposed to be soon. They're gonna be releasing
Yeah,
them.
okay.
But
That's another club with a home ground, like a decent
Yes,
home
yeah.
ground.
And Campbelltown's a good
Yeah.
venue.
yeah,
That
and
would
I've
be
heard
cool.
such good things about like their
Yeah.
coaches and
Yeah, Joe and Amero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they seem like a great environment to be around.
Yeah.
But I'm keen to get like a now different team come through
Yeah.
now with familiar faces, but also with them coming off, such a good season with the state league. It'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
For sure. And Paul Morris at Metro, he's been there, I think his 3rd year. So,
Yeah.
a bit of movement with coaches. Feel like half-half.
Yeah.
Kind of stay and move. All right, questions.
Let's go.
I'll do one each.
All right.
So, Mel, you're first from Ellie Sparrow.
Oh.
Do you like celery?
Meleri doesn't like celery.
No?
No, I hate celery. But we went to the beach once and I took a guitar. I don't know how to play guitar, by the way. And I was just strumming and all I was saying was, Meleri doesn't like celery. And now it's a running joke.
Oh
So,
my
no,
god.
I don't like
I
celery.
actually like celery.
Oh.
Do you, Fanna? No.
God,
no one
no.
does.
Apparently,
Yeah.
celery and peanut butter's a thing.
Yeah.
I love peanut butter. But
Or cream cheese.
Meleri.
Should have brought celery. Damn it. Panna from my mum.
Oh.
Is playing in the A-League harder than you imagined?
I think there's definitely a gap to bridge pretty much. And I definitely can back that from when I first got the call up last year, when I signed. I knew there was a lot of work to be done, and until you're in and around the environment for a good couple seasons, you'd be used to that. But if you're just a freshie coming from NPL, there's definitely a big gap there. You don't have the time that you do in NPL. You don't have the time of taking a touch, shooting. Like you are like someone is on you like every time. Move. Yeah, it's just a lot of like quick reaction, like 1-2 passing. It's a lot of that, but it's good to experience it and being able to see where you were prior to coming into the season till now.
How is it going back in the NPL after? Do you, I guess obviously, like you say, it was just a bit like slower. Do you find is that interesting as well, coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I was injured this season, but when I did come back and I was training with the team, like there was some drills we did at United, and it was frustrating because it was slower than it would be at United, and the girls are like, you're not at NPL, you sort of like, you make a pass and you're like, like you sort of laugh about it, but like at United, it's like, no, like we're on. Like as soon as like your training starts, like you're on, sort of thing. And it's just quick passing, like take a touch pass. And there was some drills I'm like, I know what it's like when it's fast paced. And so they're the stuff that you have to manage as well. And you can't be frustrated and show your frustration. So you got to manage that as well.
Yeah, fair. Mel from Izzy. Why are you so hot and cute at the same time?
I just can't help it. I was born like this. I don't know. Oh my God.
Great answer. Panna, my mum again. Main differences from A-League to NPL? I guess you just kind of answered
probably
that.
like I said before.
Like time on the ball.
Like just how fast paced everything is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe like a mindset as well.
Mindset.
Like, you go into a game for A-League and it's like there's so many emotions, whereas like NPL was kind of like, oh, it's just like it's more just a game, like bit of fun. You're going out with your friends, but obviously A-League's like really serious. Like you never know when your position's going to be lost.
Yeah, and like 1 week you could be as a sub playing like 20 minutes, and next week you could be dropped. Like whereas NPL it sort of doesn't work like that in a way. So they're the things you sort of have to go through.
Yeah. Mel, how's your hand? That's from me.
It's good. Yeah.
Got a scar?
Do you want to explain?
I have a big scar on my hand. Scored a own goal in grand final, and happened to punch the post, which wasn't good.
I had front row seats to that. I saw it. It was like slow-mo, and I was like,
don't
do it.
And then the whole I literally looked at my hand and I was like, I have broken my hand and I need surgery. I looked at it and I was like, nah. And the ref ran up to me and they were like, let me see your hand. And he was like, Mel, you need to go off. I was like, no, I need to go and score a goal. Didn't happen. But I had a few complications with it. Like got infected and put things off for me, which was annoying. But now it's healing quite well. It looks a bit dodgy, but I guess you live and you learn. Won't happen again.
Yep, don't do that again, please.
No.
Panna from Anthony. What's it like being compared to stars like Ronaldo?
Anthony?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know
no?
who that is.
I was like,
It's probably a fan. Someone who follows Kick Like a Girl.
What's
Shout out Anthony.
Yeah, shout out Anthony. I would like to know who you are.
Being compared
to Ronaldo in a good or bad way?
Good, I guess. I'm going to say.
Yeah, like Ronaldo's got a lot to look up to. Like I just can't help that I'm really good.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to know this person. That's kind of weird.
I feel really bad if I do, but Anthony.
I'll show you after the username.
So thanks, Anthony.
Mel from Alice Gorman. Shout out, Alice. What a wonderful lady. How's your singing and basketball career going?
I'm such a good singer, I think.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of one of your songs?
I can't. I'm actually camera shy. So
okay.
If the camera wasn't here, maybe. basketball career it's gone to the back because of my hand, so unfortunately, yeah, that's gone down the drain. But my singing career is really stepping up. I can now do different voices, can sing in country, screamo. I don't know, see me in the change room.
Dear Lord. Okay. Next
I
question.
could say so many stories.
Mate, we could have a whole separate.
No.
Whole separate segment on Mel singing.
I think a lot of people are going to be excited to listen to this. They're like, Meleri on the podcast.
Yeah. Imagine a bus
great.
ride to Mildura on the way back after a game. It was after a game. After a game with Meleri just singing.
Oh,
It was me and her.
And it was literally from 5 p.m. till 11.
just what you feel like after.
It was
a
like
game.
every genre you could think of.
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually good though.
I don't know if this is Erin, but it's got an E on the end. Erin? I don't know. Shout out Erin. Best thing about playing for United.
Wait, is this to you or me?
Oh, sorry, Panna.
Probably just the experience of like traveling interstate,
Yeah.
and being around like a professional environment, being exposed to like, you know, your training sessions, your gym, like stuff that you wouldn't think to be exposed to before. And meeting all different players. Like we've got, Erin from San Diego, Abby from the UK,
Yeah.
Lucia's from
Spain?
Spain. So like you get to meet all these different girls and learn about their background as well and what soccer's like back there. And so far we've had actually really positive stuff about soccer here as well from the girls, which is really good.
Cool. Melly from Liv. Brammers. Shout out Brammers. Love
Shout
that
out.
lady. Have you
Is
ever
she-
crashed a scooter? Or she wrote moped.
Oh my
Obviously,
gosh.
It's a Bali.
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh no.
No, we were in Bali. And I was on the back of the bike and we were riding. I was with Grace was riding and Liv and Sarah were a bit further ahead of us and we got stuck and it was pouring. Like I was so angry. We got stuck in the rain and I was like, what is going on? And we pulled into someone's house. I was like, we're trespassing. We need to leave. So I'd had enough. I was like, let's just get home. And we got bogged and I was like, nah, just give it here. And I pulled the accelerator and I went straight into a ditch. And I kid you not, in like 2 seconds, there was like a whole group of people around. They got my bike up, they helped, and they were like, let's take it to the mechanic. And mechanic, like in a shed 20 meters up the road, they fixed up the bike and they're like, all right, on your way.
Oh my
It
god.
was so funny. But yeah, I have crashed a moped. But
Isn't a moped what Paul Blart drives? You know the movie? Paul Blart, the mole cop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I haven't seen that in so
I
long.
know.
Who's next? Where am I? It'll be Panna. One more for Panna. Favorite physio.
Who wrote that?
Should I tell you? Emily.
yeah.
And Thorne, I was going to say, I knew it straight away. She knows she's my favourite. Like, she's done a lot for me, and she knows it as well. Yeah, throughout my injury. Like, she was there from literally day one. And, yeah, big shout out to you, M. Thorne. But, yeah, she's been there on and off the field as well. She's great. She will literally message you, like, even if we're only allowed to message them, is it before 7? Like, she'll message you after 7 o'clock just to make sure you're okay and, you know, to check in with you. And, yeah, it's what you want from a physio as well. Like, they're not just a physio, they're a person as well.
Yeah. Mel, you got a couple more. So, biggest challenge you've had to overcome to getting to where you are today from Lee?
Ooh. To be honest, I've had quite a few challenges within my career. I think growing up I had a lot of injuries. Doing my ACL was very hard, more a mental battle than anything. But yeah, I got back from that and did well. So, but mentally it kind of took me for 6. Struggled quite a bit internally with that. But yeah, there's been, apart from injuries, I was dropped from United one season. And that was really hard to overcome. You know, you always question your worth and if you're good enough at that time. But, yeah, you prove a point and you get back into it. But, yeah, I guess injuries are the biggest thing that I've kind of had to deal with. But, yeah, concussions, broken bones, torn ligaments, everything you can name. Shout out to the great body that we have.
Yeah. Okay, from Sean.
Oh, here we go.
What age do you think you'll stop crying in the shower after games?
Never until I retire. Oh, that's so funny. Nah, after so Sean, shout out, my roomie. Back in the day, we would come home from games and I'd be in the hotel and she'd be like, "Are you alright?" And I'm like, "Nah, I need to cry." And then I would get into the shower, play sad music, and I'd come out and she's like, "Do you need a hug?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was bawling my eyes out over something so like silly. Maybe I got like 2 minutes on the field, or like we lost, or like something just didn't go my way. It was so silly. But no, I actually haven't cried just yet on an away trip this year. So that's good. Thankfully.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't really know Sean that well, but I follow her.
Oh, funny girl.
Just like, "Hey guys, it's Sean." And I feel like you two together would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. We are
Who let
so
that happen?
funny.
Who let that happen?
I think it was just Salisbury days, and then when we both were in the team, it was we had to send in our votes on who we wanted a room with, and we both wrote.
Is that how it works?
She wrote Sean. I wrote Sean, and she wrote Mel, and then they just placed us together.
What a match.
Do
they not do that now?
No.
No, I'm kind of just
Yeah.
everyone's kind of got their roommates.
Yeah.
Kind of pick.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
everyone's
fair.
pretty. But yeah, we were chaos. I would take away like clown mask and like try scare her.
Oh my
Got some
God.
really funny videos. Or like we would play The Voice, and we were just chaos. We would both tell our stories and do singing, and if we turned around or not. And it was so funny. After one time, we walked into the elevator, and Stens walks in, and he's like, "So which one of you is actually good at singing?" And he was next door to us, and we had no idea. And then now it's like a running joke that whoever I get roomed with, I have to ask them like if they want to play The Voice.
Oh my God.
No one compares. It was a fun time.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, we were chaos.
Emily, what's your rosebud of the day?
Rosebud thorn. So there's this thing that I do, and it's you ask people like, what's your rose, like your best thing of your day, your bud, something you're looking forward to, and your thorn. And it's just, yeah, I don't know what my rose is. Rose was having a sleep in. That's always nice. Today was our off day. Caught up on some Love Island, which was good. Bud, I'm looking forward to the game on Sunday. Come to our game, everyone. 5 p.m.
5 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. Service FM. And my thorn would be that it's really bloody hot today.
Yeah.
Just too hot for my liking.
Too hot,
But,
yeah. Last one from Quigs. Who's your favourite Wolves player?
Obviously, Quigs. Shout out to you. Don't know anyone else in your team.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
Obviously,
You had to say that.
I miss you.
I miss her too.
Yeah, come back.
All right, we're going to play a game.
Oh, God.
It's called Red Flag, Green Flag. Which I may have whipped up at work this week. But I didn't laminate them because, unnecessary.
Oh, they're under here.
But they would work better.
What is it?
They're flags.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So you need one
Alright.
each. A set. You might need they're probably a bit floppy, so maybe just like, yeah. So I'm going to call something out and you just have to, hopefully we get some controversy here.
All right. Wait.
All right,
red
ready?
and green.
All right, I'm going to do the same as you. Red and green.
Yeah.
These are football red flags or green flags.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
green flags in like...
Good.
That's
Good.
good. Yeah.
You do
okay.
it.
Good, bad.
Yeah.
Good, bad.
Yep.
Okay.
Cutting holes in your socks. Yeah, thank God. Horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hate
It
it.
looks
Tacky.
tacky.
yeah.
Ugh.
Like
And
I
your
wear my
calves aren't
socks.
that big.
Yeah.
I wear my socks a lot, more so because it literally gives me tight calves. But I would never cut my socks.
No.
I don't get it.
Just get
It's a
bigger
myth
socks,
anyway.
Yeah,
Wes.
I don't know.
Playing a grand final on a Sunday. Texting in the change rooms when you should be getting ready.
What was it? Text. Was it?
Texting in the change rooms when you should be getting ready.
Oh.
You got people you got to talk to. They got to hype you up.
It's hard. Like it's like how to an extent.
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Depends
usually
the
when you
level.
get in there, so probably like
Yeah, mate.
yeah.
Mel's the
Depends.
worst for that. That's why I put it in there.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Goalkeepers who talk constantly during the game. Pesty.
It's so annoying.
Very pesty. Trash talk on the field.
Oh, I love
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Unless it's a coach, I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. You're
Too
not
far.
out here, mate.
Yeah.
Diving for free kicks. Yeah. Smart.
I know Dylan does it,
Home.
but not on like she would do it like in a smart way. Same with Nano and Yuka. They have this thing that they do it. They dive for it, and I'm like, that was definitely not a free kick, but you did it so well.
Yeah.
They do it just to reset play. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's good.
Um,
Sometimes it's annoying. though.
Yeah. If
Time
it's someone
wasting.
else. If it's your own team.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it not the worst? Don't you just
Yeah.
want to kick the ankles
yeah.
when they do
but
it?
then if it's yourself,
Oh
you're
yeah,
like,
it's so
fucking love
smart.
this.
Yeah. It
Smart.
annoys me, but.
Pre-season running without balls.
Yeah. I don't love running, but gets me fit.
Goal celebrations.
NPL or A-League?
Yeah.
NPL. A-League
Yeah.
is like to an extent as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Depends
I
what
re-
it
I
is.
ce-
though.
Yeah.
If it's cringe, then it's a flag.
I mean, I definitely. I celebrated in the cup final. Shout out.
Oh yeah. And you won the player of the match.
Yeah, I feel like it depends as well.
Yeah.
Okay, crying after losing a final. I think that's.
They're aimed at Meleri.
This is the first grand final that I didn't cry because I was just that livid.
I
There's
had a
no
broken
feeling.
hand. I was
You're
so
crying
angry.
at half the time.
Yeah,
half-time.
yeah, half time I was crying. But I don't think I cried at the end. I was like, no,
probably
I'm just
shock.
over everything now.
Yeah. Good job. Put your flags down now.
Woo! So we have to combine our dream team.
Yeah, so I've asked the girls to make their own dream team and we're going to try and make it one. And if they are arguing about a player, then it's going to be a rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Who you got in goals? Surely that's...
I have Sean.
I've got Claudia Jenkins.
Oh. Rock off.
Right, rock off.
Wait. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Sorry,
Come on,
Sean.
Claudia!
Sorry. She's got
Jenkins.
It's all right, Sean.
All right, right back.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. We both got Zoe.
Tolan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to Zoe.
Tonks.
Next to Tonks.
Do we need a rock off? I've got Elena.
And I guess I have Charlie. Are we putting Elena in? We'll put Elena in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put Elena.
Because she doesn't like centre back.
Yeah.
Lendog.
Yeah.
And then
The Cerulus.
I've got Hodgie. Mellory's got
Charlie,
Grant. Which are both like hard. Like I wouldn't even be mad which one.
Yeah.
Right. Rock, paper, scissors.
Who you won?
Hodgie.
Hodge. So that's back four.
All right.
6.
Sorry, I'll get rid of my 6. Sorry, Daisy.
Daisy, we love you.
All right, we'll take out Daisy and we'll put in Nano.
Yeah.
Nano.
We both have Dylan and Condon, but in different positions, so we'll
yeah.
put them in the midfield.
That's
And
a
then
sickening
Our whole
midfield.
forward is different, unless we move Condon up front, and we have us on the wing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
All right, we'll move Condon up top.
Yep.
We're gonna put I put Chrissy in my team, and Chrissy put me.
We're not in each other's, like, I'm not in my team, Melody's not in hers.
Sure.
Look. Maybe we could put Condon on the wing and put you up top.
And then you on the other wing?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
So that's only 1, 2,
and we
3, 4,
still
5,
need-
6, 7,
and
8,
then
9,
we-
10. You need one more. One
We
midfielder.
have a 10, but we have 4 players to choose
Who
from.
are the players? They deserve recognition.
We have Maddie Deroux,
Oof.
Anna Pritchard.
Oof.
Well, mine are already done. I had Nano, Dylan, Condon.
No, but then you have Georgie and Stella.
Oh, I've got Georgie. Oh, Georgie and Stella. So,
You're going to have to choose 2, rock off, and then rock off again.
wait, are we choosing 2?
All right,
Don't
I'll
you
go
have
Anna
4?
Pritchard.
I'll go Georgie. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, man, am I really bad at rock, paper, scissors?
I feel like I've gotten them all. It's all right. Georgie, I'd love to have you win, but I've won every rock, paper, scissors. Is it Anna?
No,
Yeah.
just put Georgie.
No, put Anna in.
Anna,
It's because I've won
Mama
every...
Do you have a coach?
For mine, I had Michael Matriciani, so
I did make
Could've
it.
guessed.
He can be assistant.
yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys.
No, thank you
Thanks for having us.
This is the 3rd podcast this year. Haven't posted in about 5 months
Yeah, wow.
since my
This will
chat
probably
with
take
Brammers.
you 5 months to edit. So
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Nah, I
no
should
problem
get
with
up
that.
pretty quick, hopefully before the weekend.
Without blabbering. Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll do it as soon as you guys leave.
Oh, wow. Go you.
There's lots to edit.
Yeah.
Or I'm getting
so-
cancelled.
Yeah.
No, do not get cancelled. No, but thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Any last words?
Peace.
Up.
Peace.
A-Town.
No.
No?
Stop it.
No? Usher? No?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for listening. Catch
Thank
you.
you so much.
Bye.
Woo!